welcome back. You know what's right behind me? The MR2. You thought we forgot, but we didn't. We have this big old list for it and it will get done, but please bear with us. You guys can see here, we got the engine cover, we have a hood scoop for the front, Is that what it's called?
Yep, that's for the front.
For the front. And then we have a bigger spoiler, and as you guys can see, we got some Fortunato coilovers, which we're gonna be installing. We're gonna make this thing sit nice and low.
And mind you, we did already install the
the
Greddy side skirts.
Side skirts, yeah, and the Greddy lip, front lip.
Greddy urethane front lip.
And it's got rotary rear wheels.
We got to keep the rotary alive. Ricky, this car is filthy.
It's pretty bad, dude. But just have faith. Look at the 240 SX. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, let's get cracking. So I'm going to be tagging along with Ricky today, as always, helping out with this one. And we're gonna go ahead and actually kick it off with the rear wing and engine cover.
Hold on.
Oh, that reminds me.
I'm so good with this. I don't need no
Yeah, we already, we had loosened that up when we put the side skirts on. So,
whoa, I forgot what was seen.
One thing we haven't told you guys yet is our plans for the engine area. And I think I'm gonna let Beckerman talk about that in another video, but we do have plans, and it is not for this motor.
He's going bye-bye.
But we'll let Evan tell you more about that. We're gonna get started on the aesthetics, and we've got some coilovers to install, so we'll bring you guys along for the ride. All right, so I'm new to SW20s, and the wing that we got is going to require the use of the bottom portion of our MR2 wing, which is two pieces. You MR2 guys out there already know this. I'm learning it for the first time, so we got to go ahead and separate that. The problem we're running into here is that we've got some rusty hardware, like really rusty, like to the point where the head of the screw is pretty much gone. So Ricky and I are gonna devise a way to get that off or grind it away, and we'll go from there.
Bro, look at that. You can't even see actual space to put a Phillips in there. It's not even a face for you to put the screwdriver in there.
Okay, vice grips.
So I was in the office for like 10 minutes and I come out and Mickey and Ricky have just slapped on the new wing. This is the Auto Pista wing from Composites. So I want to say a huge thank you to those guys over at Composites. They make a ton of MR2 stuff. They actually stock a lot of different, from exterior parts to interior parts, even engine and suspension stuff. So thank you, Composites. We're gonna be installing a bunch of other Composites parts on this car. So I gotta make a huge announcement because I know a lot of people are thinking that we totally forgot about this car and it's been in the background and we're not working on it, but that's not true, we are. And we're actually gonna be debuting the car at the MR2 Assemble, which is in October. So we'll put all the information to that on screen and in the description below. So if you wanna see this car in the completed state, please come out to the MR2 Assemble. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna look really cool. Obviously, it's gonna get a lot uglier for now, but once it goes to the paint shop and then it comes back in one color looking really nice, I think you guys are gonna be very, very happy. And I've got some wheels picked out and a bunch of other parts that are on the way. So stay tuned to that. I'm gonna hand the camera back off to these guys because we're gonna be installing this Lotus hood vent as well as the Composites rear deck lid here. I guess, what do you call that? A hood? Is that an engine hood?
Engine cover.
An engine cover, which looks really cool. So that's gonna replace the factory unit, which is this one. This is kind of a unique style and I like that a lot.
Ferrari F355 type.
Yeah, looks pretty cool. So let's see what it looks like.
All right, well that's a wrap on the Composites Ferrari F355 style lid for this. So we've got our Auto Pista wing, 355 engine room cover, which is a very unique look. It's very much more open than the factory panel, which is all closed off for the most part, except for this section here and a little window right there. Fitment is really good. It's gonna need a little bit of adjustment here. We'll worry about that when we go off the paint and body. But all in all, fitment's a good 9.5 out of 10 in my opinion. I mean,
For sure, yeah.
the fiberglass stuff, it's always a crapshoot, but the composite stuff so far, it's pretty good stuff. We're gonna move on to the hood now. We've got a hood scoop that looks something like this here, this insert. And so basically that is a composites lotus type center vent for the cooling system. So the radiator's in the front and the air comes in and out. We are gonna have to make some ventilation in the frunk to make this actually function. Otherwise it's just gonna dump water into the frunk. So this is a very universal part, it appears. So it's gonna require us probably cutting some of this portion off to get it to fit right. But we can handle it, can't we, Rick?
Oh, of course. Easy day.
Kind of looks like a snout. Looks like a nose.
All we gotta do now is measure from end to end.
All right, get out the saw. Let's do this.
Guys, we are back for another day of SW20 MR2 content. We've got all of the parts laid out. Get ready, guys. Hit him with it, Victor. Are we installing that? Guac?
What are we doing?
We got the Fortunato coilovers. We have calipers from a MR2 Turbo. So these are a really solid upgrade. When we pull off the factory calipers off the car, we'll do a comparison, but these are a substantial upgrade. They're much bigger, yeah. These are 2-piston in the front. As usual, we're going with StopTech slotted rotors. We pretty much run these on almost every car that we have here. We've never had any issue with them. And pairing that with the StopTech Sport pads. We got some brake lines and some Muteki luck nuts because we've got some new wheels and tires on the way as well. So before we do anything, it's time to take this thing and tear it apart. What'd you do? You dropped the chip? That's $2 you just dropped. Let's go ahead and knock this out. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an update. All of the brakes are removed. The factory shocks in the front are removed. Ricky's already got the Fortunato coils set up in the front. Mickey has already blasted the new calipers and applied a coat of paint, I guess. Maybe not. So we're gonna be repainting these a gloss black, and then we'll toss those onto the front. Now, one other thing that I wanna mention is once we get this all done, and the car goes off to paint, when it comes back, there might be a little overspray in the fender wells and things like that. So we're gonna drop all this stuff back down and repaint the fender wells black, just like we did with the 240SX. But for now, we're making a lot of progress and we're getting there. We are back. Another day of MR2 content. Mickey's already getting started. Ooh, these calipers look freaking nice. Got that nice coat of black paint. And so we're just mocking up the front rotor, just making sure we don't have anything that rubs. So that's good. Ricky went ahead and he finished. I know, this is pretty beefy.
How thick these boys are.
What's interesting is the diameter is almost the same, right?
Diameter is almost the same.
Yeah, look at that.
It's funny because the rear brake diameter is actually a smidge bigger, but these things are about a third wider in the front than the rear.
One thing that I definitely want to clear up and just make sure everyone knows, this is the upgrade from the MR2 Turbo. So this is a 91, 92 front caliper upgrade. The rears are essentially the same. A lot of people do the 93 and up turbo brake caliper, but I wanted to see how these would do only because these are a lot easier to find, they're a lot cheaper, and I think with a good set of rotors and pads, they're gonna be plenty for what we're doing with the car. So far, so good?
Yeah, I already pre-clearanced the heat shield before we put this on. It's a little easier with it off. And as you can see, we've got no issue.
We got nothing.
So if you don't clearance the heat shield, it does make a little bit of contact with the heat shield because these are a bit bigger than the non-turbo brakes that were on here.
So by clearance, you're meaning just basically pushing it a little bit?
I mean, normally when you do like a big brake kit upgrade, you either need to trim off this flange or remove this altogether. What I like about this one is it actually has an air scoop on it, so it's actually bringing in air to cool off the brakes. So we like to retain this if possible or replace it with a motorsports type air funnel. But for now, this is perfect for our needs. This is going to be a street car slash take to the track when we feel like having some fun. So this will suffice for now, and then as we get better, we'll upgrade it.
So we'll set you guys down on a little time lapse. Mickey and I are gonna bust this out. We'll get all 4 rotors on, all 4 calipers on, and then we gotta bleed the brakes. And Ricky already finished the coilovers, so that means that this thing is basically ready to come down on the ground. And for the first time, well, it's not gonna look good, but it'll look a lot better. So we hit a roadblock with the MR2. And unfortunately, this isn't exactly how I planned on finishing this video, but it is what it is. So essentially what happened is the rotors and pads that I had ordered for the front from StopTech, turns out they were actually for the 93 and up MR2 Turbo, and the diameter was much larger, and therefore I can't use those rotors and pads, or we have to get new calipers for the front. So after talking with Mickey, after talking with the rest of the guys, we just decided we're gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna buy the bigger calipers for the front and therefore using the bigger diameter rotors and the pads that we have here. So I'm gonna place that order right now, get those calipers on the way, and then essentially we'll be able to finish that off. Now the timing actually works out kind of good because we just got our new tires in, the new wheels from Cosmos Racing are gonna be coming in over the next couple days, and I do have the kooky taillights on the way as well. So there's gonna be another video for the MR2 that's gonna be coming out in probably about a week. So if you're interested in MR2 content, do me a favor, drop a comment below, hit a big thumbs up on this video, and remember to subscribe, therefore you don't miss it when it comes out next week. So thank you guys so much for watching. So before the end of this video, I do want to include some footage from Stancewars Seattle. I couldn't go, but Ricky and Mickey and Kev Jumba went. They had an awesome time, so let's go ahead and roll the clips from Stancewars Seattle 2019.
What is up, everyone? We're back. This time we're actually out at an event. We're in Seattle for Stancewars. Oh, yeah? I got the whole crew here. Oh yeah? Ricky's with me. I'm here. Got Jumba, babe. Oh, you can't really see Jumba in there, but he's here too. I'm here. Vote for Jumba. We've got an awesome merch tent out here. Thank you so much to all these folks that are from Seattle and Canada and all over the place that came down to see us, swooping up some merch, supporting us. We appreciate it. I think we owe you guys a little walk around the show. What do you think, Rick?
Let's do it, baby.
You guys want to see what kind of cars are here? Because
I want to see what.
This is one of the best shows of the year, at least in my opinion. We came last year, and it's all held in this parking deck up here. Oh, we also got Chris Beers for Build. He's here too. He brought his he brought his crispy Lambo and his nice fancy one as well. But anyway, we're gonna take you guys around the show and show you some of our favorite picks from the show, and show you guys what Stancewars Seattle is all about. is that it's in the parking garage. Very Fast and Furious-y. Very cool in here. Got people everywhere in this joint. GTR. A Lambo with some HREs. That's not just any Lambo, that's an Aventador. Dan Cohen? Dan, are you here? Little RX-8. I think I found the one. Calvin, where are you, Calvin? Big turbo RX-8 Renesis motor?
These are boy that was like, he's had this set up for 7 years at 15 pounds.
RX, he said FD 13V Apex seals. Right. He cut the rotors.
Yep.
I dig this Subaru because I actually like the old school HKS livery. Little play on the livery is pretty dope. I like it. Pretty well executed car. Roll cage, a lot of bolt-on upgrades, and all the good bits. Nice job to whoever built that one. The Celica Supra wheels on it?
Yeah.
What do you think, Ricky?
Clean, sure.
What kind of car?
That would be the perfect daily driver, bro.
This one? Old party. Must be why I like it. I don't know. I like these old B-dubs. Pretty cool. Crispy Media. Where's Chris? Chris must be out filming. He has the coolest tent. Looks like a tasty donut. I don't know if you call that two-tone, but... Ooh, the Vans. I like the Vans. Ooh, athlete.
That color I like.
What is it? Cream?
Type of cream.
One thing I noticed about the Pacific Northwest is a lot of Subarus.
Yeah.
A lot of Subaru, a lot of Volkswagen. Look at the BMW boys out here. Gang, gang. Look at that, Ricky. Oh, 350Z.
Check out the inside, man.
Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah. I like the style.
Nice little leather accent or suede accent on the door cards. I like it. It's a good wheel too. This is one I wasn't expecting to see here.
You know what? I'm glad it's here. I like it.
Wow. This is crazy. I'm trying to buy one of these shirts. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? You guys getting your Stancewars merchandise?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Got all kinds of cool stuff here. Right?
Where's he at?
Doritos.
Where's my Doritos boy at?
You promised you some Doritos?
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back.
Ooh, back seats too. And the right-hand drive.
Take up picture.
engine bay. Lots of room inside. Super clean.
Yeah,
Couple
airbag.
cracks in the dash, but man, for something this, well, it's got to be early 80s, yeah? All right, well, I think I found one of my favorites. I'm not usually a BRZ and FRS fan, but this one has an RB in the engine bay. You guys know we're putting together an MR2 SW20. We found this one here. Ironically enough, it actually has the same front lip, the same side skirts, and the same wing that we have. Alright, well that's like the really quick, super fast run through of the show. We didn't get a chance to really dissect any of the cars up close and personal, but to get a chance to step away from the booth for 20-30 minutes and see some of the awesome cars that people brought out is exciting. We're stoked to be out here in Seattle. We love it out here. The weather's been great. Stancewars crew's been awesome. We're gonna head back to our booth and meet some more of the throtl subscribers and supporters and have some more fun.
That's it. See you later.